Hello, everyone. My name is JD Calderon, and this is Indie Comics Explained. Yet again, I brought another fantastic group of independent comic book creators. So please hit like, hit subscribe, share the video, let everybody know we're here. And one more time, this guy made it.
I made it in time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Puerto Rican in New York City. I am just walking through the door. If you were not from this town, you would fear anything that is happening on this day. It's fucking crazy right now, guys. I'm ready to talk comics, but I got to come down from this charge. I'm fucking hyped as shit.
I heard the Knicks lost.
Oh, shit. Dude, do you understand? For those who are not in New York, trying to get through 2 blocks in any part of this city, it's taking you 45 minutes. Plain and simple. All right. And a New York City block is the size of 3 blocks in any other city in the world.
True.
Whoo, guys, I am charged. How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm great.
You got a lot of comic book people on today?
Yeah, man. We got
Bring them motherfuckers on. Let's go.
Dee Rosario is the worst travel agent of all time. Come to New York. It'll take you 2 hours to get down the street, but you'll be fine. On the left is the
you're gonna dance on half of each one of those blocks. You're gonna take a shot on the other half of each one of those blocks, and you got music playing as you're going through every one of those blocks. Bro, it's a fucking party. Holy shit! It's New Year's Eve all over again.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thanks. I'll sit here on the dock on my lake, and I'll be fine.
Sit. Listen, there's good times for docks, all right. But every once in a while, it's nice to go fucking through this, baby. It's nice.
Once every 53 years, right?
Yes. Aaron, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Aaron Wroblewski. I am the writer, creator of several different horror comic series. Enenra is currently live on Kickstarter. Ends on Friday. It's an apocalyptic horror. I also have Blood and Fire, Ice and Bone, which is samurai action. Pillars of Creation, which is a science fiction horror. This has got late pledges still available on that. And Amor Patris, which is supernatural. So I'm covering the bases.
Yo, what's up, James? All right, very nice, very nice. Marcus, please introduce yourself.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Marcus McNeal, editor-in-chief, CEO of OdysseyComics.com, Paradox Entertainment, and wishing everybody in NYC congratulations on the Knicks win. I know there's a lot of pent-up celebrations getting ready to kick off. Unfortunately, my Bulls and Michael Jordan stood in the way for a long time.
Yes.
But happy for the fans. New York is a great city.
Yes.
The fans are great people. They deserve something to be happy about.
See?
God knows they sucked for a very long time.
Damn fucking right. We take this from people. We fucking took this. All right, throwing it back in everybody's face right now. Shit.
All right. Fred, how you doing, man? Please introduce yourself.
I'm doing great. My name is Fred Schwartz. I'm the writer and creator of Fisticuffs, currently live on Kickstarter. And I never in my life cared about New York sports teams or basketball until Danhausen got involved. And now I am all about this historic moment. So thank you, Danhausen. And yeah, absolutely. If Danhausen's out there, please curse and then uncurse my Kickstarter. I could really use the boost. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, he cursed and then uncursed the Knicks, and after he uncursed them, they went 13-1 in this postseason run. So he's the magic. It's nobody on the court. It was Danhausen.
He's getting a statue. He's getting a statue too.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. That's weird. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what it is? Fred turned off his dog, and I'm like, what happened? There's no noise. All right, gentlemen. So listen, man, with 2026 halfway through the year, pretty soon to be July. Crazy.
Don't remind me, God.
Crazy, nuts. So, what have you guys gotten done? What's going on with you guys? What did you accomplish, and what are you looking to accomplish for the rest of the year? Right, last man in, first man up. Fred, you're up.
Yeah, so this year has been all about getting the first Fisticuffs campaign up, or the first one of this year. There he is, JD. You asked, and now he's talking to you. But so this has been really about getting Fisticuffs Book 4 up and launched, and I got a few small anthology stories that are going to be coming out soon. The first one I can talk about is Charlie McElvee's Vagabond, which is coming out very soon. Going to be in another one. I believe I can talk about Travis Gibbs' Cthulhu Invades 3, and I got a third one in the works, which I don't think I can talk about yet. So far it's been good. Like we talked about earlier in the show, I hope I can improve like backer growth. I still feel like there's like a large number of people out there that just don't know I exist. So wherever they are, I would love to find them. But overall, it's been a really positive year. I've been doing a lot of shows and cons, and that's been helping a lot too, a lot better than I thought it would. So it's all starting to feel like it's growing and moving in the right direction. But yeah, so that's where I'm at so far this year. The first 6 months, I'd say I've been ultimately positive.
All right, cool. Marcus.
Oh boy, man. This year has been interesting because this is a year that we were redoing a lot of things. It's the 5th year anniversary of Odyssey Comics. And I think every publisher, especially from those I talked to, all say when you hit year 5, that's when you sort of understand the paths you want to take. You figured out what works for you, what doesn't, where you want to be, where you want to position yourself. So it's a very repositioning year for us. We kind of trimmed down a lot of what we're doing. We put the focus really back on, helping creators, not just get books out, but really being there as support and building creators, doing more things where we're taking a more sort of educational, cultural approach to what's going on with comics, rather than just running myself into the ground with campaigns and running myself into the ground with conventions and everything like that. And so far, that's been pretty excellent. I mean, we've had some books come out. Everything's been good. Everything looks solid. We're making, I think, the best books we've ever made. We got stuff in the works right now. Of course, I have Calderon and 7 Hands of Death on Kickstarter right now. We fund it, so we're just looking for that extra support to keep bringing everything else in. That's a book that I've been working on for a couple of years with the creator Guazu down in South America. I got another book that's already done, completed, ready to go. Another one that's 50% complete. Another one that's 40% complete, and more going on behind that. I've also taken the time to do more personal works myself. I also have a story for an anthology coming out this year. I have my own micro series that'll be coming out later on this year. I'll also be doing 2 additional anthologies on the back of the year myself. So actually saying that we're having a pulling back is a little bit of a misnomer. We're just being more focused. So we're still doing quite a bit. I still probably got another 5 campaigns to get through this year, but so far everything is, it's been really hardening, because I think for a while, and I think all of us get to this point sometimes, we start to wonder, do we really love making comics anymore? Everybody gets to the point where you're grinding, sometimes you're getting stuck with projects, you're trying to get over the hump, everything like that, and it starts taking the fun out of it a little bit. Now comics is fun to make. It's still hard work. It's still very, very fucking hard work. But there's more light than there is darkness in that equation, and I think that's all you can ask for 90% of the time.
It's definitely tiring.
Yes.
Yeah. So Aaron, what do you got going?
What have I got going on? I am getting the pages in for Pillars of Creation, so I'm hoping to fulfill that by summer. Then hopefully be able to launch the second issue late this year, if not early next year. Enenra is currently live on Kickstarter, so we're about 88% complete. If that funds, then next year it's pretty much going to be trades. I've got 3 in mind, because hopefully I'll be launching the last of Ice and Bone come end of August. Well, that will complete the whole series. So I'm hoping to do Blood and Fire, Ice and Bones trades next year. So fingers crossed there'll be 3 trades coming. And then Volume 2, Blood and Fire, and Ice and Bone. So busy.
All right, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Tom, what have you been up to?
Reset basically after last year. It took a while for me to kind of get reset, and this year was the 15-year anniversary of Legend of Oz. So while our 15-year anniversary for the company was rough last year, I wanted to come back in and kind of be strong with what we're doing, and the books are now in hand right now, so it's moving well despite artistic battles that slowed us down early on, just getting the books moving. But we got artists that jumped on board, moved along. The BD 16 anthology, which is all Oz, will be one of our fastest fulfilled campaigns we've ever done. So that's a big step forward for me, because we kind of have this plan of like we want to do a campaign and like kick it to the fans, 2 or 3 months later. That's always kind of our goal. So we're right in that window with that book this year, and the books that we're doing the rest of the year are getting ahead. So that means we should be able to start landing that window pretty regularly. And the books for next year, which is going to be all Critterverse stuff, we already have scripts written and are being done artistically for next year. So that's what I'm really looking at, is we're really kind of getting finally the infrastructure in place that we're getting so far ahead that do a campaign and kick it to the fans 3 months later should be cycling hard by next year, which is making it kind of a little more, it kind of juices you up when things move a little bit faster. And so starting to kind of appreciate all of that going on.
Cool. Mr. Rosario.
Woo! We got a lot going on. I'm sorry, I'm still fucking charged. Whatchamacallit? All right, so there was a delay. There was a delay since last year, right? Everybody knows what that is. Well, those who know what that is know what that is. I intended to put out 6 books this year. There have been some hiccups, right? But not on the production side, on the printing side, right? And it came from my expectation of when I'd be getting a lot of those books, and I didn't want to start new campaigns when I had not fulfilled the last one. So I went with a new printer, and it took almost 7 weeks just to get the books back from the printer. So that delayed everything that's coming out. And then I was a dummy with putting up a Kickstarter campaign, which I was supposed to launch yesterday. Got that hiccup out of the way. So I am launching that on Friday. Trying still to get 4 more books in my hand before New York Comic Con. If not, then the train's going to keep on moving. Hopefully I can complete 6 by the end of the year. If not, that 6th one or that 5th one will start off 2027, developing new concepts, working on a group project. I've got stories in the pipeline, not just from me, but from other people. They'll be named soon. And trying to increase my social presence, trying to make 3 posts every day on 7 different platforms and have all of that stuff ready at the beginning of the week, so that way I could just plug and play every day, as opposed to, hey, what am I going to do now? And that getting in the way of everything else, while also trying to maintain a healthy marriage, trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I'm getting up a half hour earlier every day and doing a little workout before I start anything. As much as I fucking hate it, I'm doing it. So this is a nut the fuck up kind of fucking year for me, right? It's no bullshit. No bullshit, right? Don't let myself get in the way and create any excuses for, I don't feel like doing it today. It doesn't fucking matter. We're doing it, right? We're doing this. We're expanding the team, trying to bring in people in the back of the house. Got more conventions ready for this year. Shit, in 2 weeks I got one coming up in Jersey, Garden State Comic Fest. And put it all the fuck together, man. If anybody received my last fulfillment reward for Vicky Sticks #2, you see all the promo stuff for everything that's coming down the pipe. And I'm excited to have even put that in their fucking fulfillment packages. You know what I mean? I thought of it like when I was at a restaurant, right? The expo, right? You dress up the plate before you send it to the table. Fred, you know what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
Oh yeah, 5 years in Chili's, man. I know.
There you go, brother. Right? You dress up that fucking plate because that's the last impression they're gonna get of the work that you put into this, right? And it's the first impression that they're gonna get of what is coming down the fucking pipe. So, see, even Burke says that's a good idea. He got it. He knows what I'm talking about. He saw all of that shit. It's get him fucking ready. And if I was smarter, right? We talked about missed opportunities on Friday. If I was smarter, I would have had the fucking QR codes on all those fucking flyers, but I didn't have the fucking QR codes ready so I could lead them into it. But at least I'm creating that initial step to get them ready for what's
I just learned you could do QR codes in Word.
Really? I don't use Word.
Yeah.
I pulled the link off of fucking Google, bro. You know what I mean? You drop the 3 dots down and it says create QR code for this link. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Well, I did it on a free one of those free generator websites, and it expires after 3 days. So it's like, well, that's no good.
Wait,
so then I found
the code or the link.
Yeah, the QR code expires after 3 days. So then I randomly was like surfing as you do on Instagram, and there was a video of someone doing it in Word. I'm like, oh my God, where were you like weeks ago?
Bro, yeah. I keep
before you upgraded to pay
the home screen of my phone, bro. You know what I mean? For the next fucking thing. Hey, what's going on? Oh, you want to know about a new fucking book? Here you go. Give me your phone. Click, bang, boom. No fucking hesitation, baby. Let's get this fucking going, bro. Come on. Fuck yeah, Knicks at 5. Fucking 2 I'm sorry. All right. On top of that, did I mention I'm Puerto Rican? Today was the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Let's fucking hear that shit, baby. Let's hear that shit too.
Woo. All right. So far it's been going to plan for me. I've done 7 campaigns this year. Fulfilled 4, in the process of fulfilling 3 right now. So, and then I'm looking to probably do another 7 or 8 before the end of the year.
Yeah. You're insane.
That's why he goes last, because he has like the most impressive numbers. Yeah. He's like, oh, what did you do? What did you do? Oh, 14 campaigns, off year.
Last is my question. No, but I mean, but the thing is, it's like
3 a month.
I wish. But see, here's the weird thing about it is I was discussing this with Jay probably a few weeks ago. I have a lot of money invested in stuff that has yet to see print. Like a lot. I mean, yeah. I could have bought a car. A lot.
Yeah, I'd get divorced if I did that.
I know about that, Aaron. Yeah.
That's why it's really frustrating for me, because I can't. You most of you guys have the books complete before you even start the Kickstarters. Like I use the funds to then pay the artist to do the artwork, so it takes me. I give about 6 months for fulfillment, so it gives the artist time, lettering, obviously printing, and then getting it out to the backers. So I try 6 months, 6 to 8 months to fulfill. Right. So I'm kind of limited to how many I can do a year.
It takes a while to shift that cycle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like if there is excess in that war chest, right? Can you use that to cover some of those expenses in advance and get the ball rolling a lot quicker? It takes a while. I'm not going to say it does not, right? Mm-hmm. But I was there too, Aaron. And flipping it. There are benefits. right? I mean, look what Calderon's doing, right? Look what I'm doing. Yes, I know about maintaining that marriage, bro. Trust me, man.
Listen, I'm lucky. I am my greatest enabler. I sleep next to, so.
Yeah.
And she's nearly putting out just as much stuff.
Right, exactly. She's
so she can't point a finger at me.
Right. She's putting out 5 to 6 books a year too. So.
You become debt together.
Listen, it's funny. Like we go on vacation, right, together, and it's us taking long walks wherever we're at, and we're talking business like the entire time. But
exciting.
Like I said, I got lucky. I got really, really lucky. Because we're very.
I like that. I like that, right? Because I have the opposite, but I have the opposite for a good reason, right? I talk business with her, and her job is to poke holes in it, right? Mm-hmm. Her job is to make me see the faults that I am too blind to see because I eat with my eyes, and try to find ways to either overcome it or toss it in the trash. And Marcus, it looks like you got a weird Batman silhouette going on with you, bro. You know what I mean? The horns coming up your hat. It's like it's absolute Marcus right now. I love it, kid.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, fortunately I got a large basement. And I got a decently large basement, but most of the house is filled with books that I've actually purchased from other people. So
it's 50-50 with me right now. My room is, I got a long box, and I'm like, when that's full, I got to clear something out before I start back and get any more stuff coming in. My kitchen is out of control.
Jay,
yo,
you're up, bro.
Oh, okay. How often do you guys stumble over your own feet? Right? When have you been the one that has caused the mistake, and what did you do to repair it?
Good question. Marcus, you're up.
Thankfully, not all that often. I would say probably 75% of the time. The self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest thing is that I like making comics, and if I see something cool, I want to do it. So I say yes a lot more than I probably should. And I take on a lot more than I should. And a lot of people know me. They know that I wear a lot of hats. I'll be anywhere from story editor to colorist to letterer to sometimes a little bit of all three on the books. And I wear a lot of hats, and I just get, I'm always spinning plates. And then sometimes all those plates crash down. And whose fault is it? It's the guy that set all the plates up. And that guy is me. So that's why I went through some changes this year, and I really focused on the sort of books. And it's not like I was just throwing things at the wall to see what stuck before, but I was kind of throwing things at the wall to see what stuck before, right? And then in doing so, you start to find both the works that resonate with you as a creator and publisher, and the things that your readers resonate with you for too. So when I really start seeing that and start focusing on the books that I want to make, that means I was making less books. I was making them more purposeful, a lot more intent with it, but that also required more time on my part. So I knew that I couldn't keep spinning all those plates anymore if I was going to do things the way I wanted to do. So some things I had to let go of. I had to return the rights back to the creators. Some things I just had to nut up and get done that were delayed. But right now we're in a position where say one of the next projects that I'm working on, they need more time to come out. Calderon needed more time. Now I can afford those things instead of hammering on people and saying like, hey, you gotta, get this done. We got a deadline to hit. Now it's like, get it done when it get done. I got stuff in the queue, but nothing's super firm. We're making sure that we have the time that the projects are fully baked by the time that they come out. And I think when you do that, when you have that level of focus, the problems start removing themselves. So now if something comes up, it's because the creative team needed more time, or something beyond my control, needed more time. But when it comes to getting the books, knocking things out, also working with people who can help me do things, whether it's like fulfillment and stuff like that. Some of the creators I work with locally, I think they have like pitched in. So when we need to do a fulfillment, like, they help me pack everything, get it up. We can knock it out in, a couple hours on a weekend where it used to take me piecemealing things. throughout the course of a week or two to try to get everything out. And even that's been helping a lot. So yeah, it's really about, you go faster by slowing down. I don't know if a lot of people follow, racing or anything like that, but one of the things they teach you, if you want to win a race, it's not about, who goes fastest. The speed is a byproduct of racing clean. The cleaner you're taking your lines, the better you're heading into the turns and coming out of them. The speed is a byproduct from doing what you're supposed to. So if you move the way you're supposed to during production, development, wherever the case may be, the speed of what you can do and the amount of times you'll trip yourself up as a result of that start eliminating. So thankfully, that's where we're at right now. I want to get even better at it in the future and keep going from there.
Cool. Aaron, what are your thoughts?
My probably biggest boo-boo was actually quite recently with Amor Patrice issue 2. The first Kickstarter didn't succeed. The third one I launched quite soon after, and it was successful. Unfortunately, the artist, because I have to do all the artwork after, his schedule was like fully booked. And I'm like, shit, what I'm going to do? Luckily, Hernan kind of fit us in between his other projects. So we got the comic made, but it took a lot longer than I originally thought. So hopefully the book should be coming in this week. So fingers crossed from the printer. But yeah, that is the biggest one. So from now on, before I launch, when I get the date in mind, I'll ask, are you okay with the schedule? Are you going to be available? Learn my lessons. But I mean, the backers have been amazing. I've updated them, pretty much most months to say it's still going, still getting pages. I'll keep them informed that, it is going. It's just taking a bit longer because Hernan's a busy man.
Cool. Fred.
Let me start off by saying I love the way Aaron says comic. It's awesome. And also, I thought the question was literal because I have nerve damage and drop foot, so I trip over my own feet and fall down quite a bit.
Wow.
But no, yeah, I trip over my own feet metaphorically too, quite a bit. But the important thing is, as Batman teaches us, to get back up, dust yourself off, and do better the next time. So I try to fix as much as I can, and I try to be accountable too, because that's like the number one thing. Like if you start like making excuses about why something didn't work, or like deferring responsibility, or why a dog doesn't behave, you're not helping anybody. But like I think it's important to be accountable and not argue it, right? Like if you can tell something's not working, it tends to speak for itself, and then be willing to fix it and put the work in. Because one of the first lessons I got in with comics is they live forever. If you don't fix it now, once you release it, it's published that way forever. So yeah, better to be accountable and fix it.
All right. Fair enough.
Tom's perfect. He hasn't done a bad thing in his life.
I'm really struggling with this, guys. I'm really struggling with this.
Yeah.
He's struggling with which story he's going to tell us. He's
struggling to admit that he's wrong sometimes. That's what he's struggling.
Trying to figure out whose shoulders I can put all of my problems on right now. I mean, for me, the most that I kind of screw up is when I just fall behind on my job, just doing the scripting, because it has to all start there. And if it doesn't start there, then the artists have nothing to do and they got to sit around and do nothing. So it's I can look back and be like, sometimes you take too many conventions and there's just no time to do the writing that you need to do. Or if you do the writing, you're doing it in the hotel and it's not up to snuff. It's not your best, your best work. And so for me, it's always been like, well, let me make sure that it's right before I give it to the artist. But in doing that, a day goes by, 2 days goes by, 3 days go by, and all of a sudden it's like, Jesus, now I'm a week behind because I haven't found the perfect, line here or the perfect camera angle or whatever it is. So there's a sort of a perfectionist element in what I try and do in my writing, and I know that it slows me down and it's not good. So I've kind of tried to figure out ways to work around perfection and just understand that that's an unattainable thing. And invariably I'll get a comic and I'll be, oh yeah, here it is. It's a new comic. And I'll open up to like page 8. God damn it. There's a typo right there. Like nothing's ever going to be perfect. So I really have to kind of train my brain to be like, it's okay if in 6 months you can look back on it and go, we should have done this. That's still okay. The book is still fine. Don't overthink it. I can think about the stuff that's happening next year. I can have plenty of time to work on that, but when I'm in a script and I'm moving on it and the artist needs it, I got to just focus in and just get it done to the best of that moment's ability and move it down the chain so that not everybody is waiting on me. So
that's insanity. That's absolute insanity. I won't tolerate listening to this. But no, I hear you talk, because I'm the same way. I'm like, like, for example, I was really wanting to get a certain look for one of the covers, what we had on the current campaign, and what we had just wasn't working for me. So I was up till like 4 a.m. coloring and designing the cover, rather than just like letting it go or like waiting for maybe a couple days after launch to like just show like the line work. I kill myself to get that perfection, and yeah, it fucks things up all the time, unfortunately.
All right. For myself,
what's up, JD? Like you were stuck in a thought for a second. Like
I don't. Obviously, Puerto Rico Chica does not follow my Instagram or my TikTok or any of the fucking millions of videos I put up today that I shared that I was in dancing my fucking ass off, girl. Follow my shit and you'll see all the videos that I was in, baby. Or is this one of the trolls? This is one of the trolls that follow.
I don't know.
I think this is one of the trolls.
No, I think she's talking about the because I put it out in 2 versions. You got the normal version like we're on here, and then there's the little rectangular one where it's like just designed for your phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you're like moved over just a little bit, you get cut off. Like Tom is like half of her. Like there you go. He's like half a person. So I think that's what she's talking about.
I think she's trolling.
It could be that too. I don't know.
She's trolling, brother. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Because daddy was fucking out there today. You know what I'm saying, bro? Daddy was out there moving his fucking ass, bro, shaking his fucking money maker. You saw the way I came in, right? I had the fucking unbuttoned, the top button unfucking buttoned.
Somebody
and I had
get him a sedative.
Marcus jacking the fucking guns over there. I felt a little. I had to cover some of that shit. You know what I mean? But Dad was fucking moving today, baby. Whew.
All right, Travolta.
Oh, hate Travolta. Fuck Travolta. Fuck Travolta. Travolta hates Puerto Ricans. He said it in that fucking movie that he did where he's fucking dancing like a fucking bitch wearing a fucking white Velcro fucking suit. Fuck you, Travolta. Fucking cunt.
All right. You done, Jay? You all right?
No,
right?
I'm fucking charged, kid. I'm fucking charged, bro.
Can I answer the same question? Can I answer the fucking question?
Imagine if I did fucking drugs, bro. Woo.
No. Yeah, I think you're already on drugs.
No,
I think you can calm you down.
Hey, kid. I'm fucking charged, kid.
Exactly. So, getting back to your question, Jay. The reason I thought it was interesting questions because just recently I did trip over my feet over the last 2 or 3 weeks, right? Because ran these 3 campaigns. All right, everything's done. Okay, getting over stuff. Kickstarter had put out that whole thing about, no adult covers and all that crap. And, so I went back and I rejiggered one of my campaigns, and then they come back a few days later. Oh, it's okay now. And then I had to rejigger it again. Yeah. Right. So that drove me nuts. Then my artist, she finished a story. She finished one story for me. And I was like, oh, okay, now it's time to move on to the next one. And I'm like, maybe I should reread this before I give it to her because I haven't looked at it in a year. And I read it and I was like, holy shit, I have to cut out a bunch of it. And I cut out like 5 or 6 pages from it. I did a whole full re-edit on it. Went in, did that. That took me about a week because I did 1 edit pass and I did a 2nd edit pass and then I did a 3rd edit pass. And then I finally handed that off to her. Then the last Oswald Chronicles campaign finished. And one of the things I always do is I after I'm done lettering it, I I print it out, and then I go through it and I do another pass. And I go through it and I found a few things. And the other thing was the way I work with her is, okay, so I will write a full script. I'll give dialogue, I'll give facial expressions, so on and so forth. But there'll be stretches of action where I'll just describe the action. I'll let her illustrate it however she wants. And then I'll come back afterwards and I will fill in whatever the main character is if I feel it's necessary, right? So it's kind of like Marvel style when I get to that point. So I go in and I start, making the mood match the panels, right? So I go in and I work that. And that took me a week. So finally, that book is finally going to go off to the printers, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday. So yeah, so I stepped over. Oh, and then getting all excited, I got in Magi's Grace number 3.2, whatever, issue 3. I got in a bunch of the books. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to pack. And I start getting ready. And I'm like, oh, I got the 2 cards that I promised everybody. It was like 2 6x9s. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm missing a trading card. So now I got to order trading cards. So, there's that. Me stepping all over my own feet. So happens. A lot on the plate, but it's fun.
Okay.
So Jay.
Yeah, I had a stupid, simple little fucking mistake that took me over a week and a half going back and forth with Kickstarter to troubleshoot, and it was just a fucking little bullshit move of me overlooking the obvious stupid little fucking bullshit, bro. Okay, and they kept telling me I had to update my profile, and I'm like, fucking everything is fucking updated, right? And the one part where it says where I'm from, I'm like, oh, it says where the fuck I'm from, right? But it was e.g., for example, this is where you're from. No, motherfucker, that's where I'm fucking from. You know what I mean? Put e.g. as another fucking place. Don't put e.g. as the fucking place.
I got to see this play out in real time.
Fucking, legitimately fixed and shit. You know? And I'm like, you guys, all the fucking gray bars are locked in, and what the fuck, man? I'm sending screenshots to fucking to the tech team and all of this shit. And Calderon goes, hey, dummy. That's right. Fred saw this shit play out. Right? So that was a fucking week and a half, and I could have had this shit fucking almost done already.
He was ready to tear the page down, he said.
I'm pretty sure the tech guys over at Kickstarter's like, look at this fucking idiot.
Yo, but they could have isolated, right? They told me to fulfill every fucking spot, right? Tell me to fill the spot where it says where I'm from, right? Here with JD is abusing the bro. You are a teacher, my man. I am using the F word in every motherfucking way. I'm conjugating this shit at every point that I can appropriately do so. Okay, it's a verb, it's an adverb, it's a fucking actionable verb, right? It's all of that shit, baby. All of that shit. Woo, man. So it was the stupidest fucking thing, right? But you overlook the obvious sometimes when you become complacent, right? And sometimes it shows you that you got to slow down every once in a while and remember the basics, right? Remember how to do those foundational steps, because complacency will have you overlook it, right? You gotten so used to, here's my wife talking about tech, right? Got so used to just adding the widgets to the site, I forgot how to break down the zeros and the ones. Right?
Calderon spotted it in like 2 seconds, which was like the brilliant part.
I know.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Man.
So it's just like fucking isolate the thing. I would have had no problem with Kickstarter Sports saying, hey, dummy, look, you fucking missed this spot. Put that in. Right? But give me an example of a fucking city I don't fucking live in, so that we can put down a different fucking city. Don't put down the same fucking city that I'm in.
But let me tell you something, bro. You're not going through any type of apocalypse, and sometimes we got to go through some horror. But anyway, let's do this. What do we got? Do you want me to play this video?
Sure.
Is it under 2 minutes?
It's about a minute and a half.
Yeah, perfect.
the dog in the background.
All right, cool. So, walk us through this. What do we got?
So this is issue 8 of Enenra, which is apocalyptic horror. Each issue, the start kind of gives a glimpse into a terrifying future full of monsters, while the main body of each issue follows a dedicated team of doctors trying to stop and understand a deadly virus. Obviously, they fail, but it's the journey that takes us there. And I've actually just finished the first draft of the next 4 issues, which kind of bridges the gap between those 2 timelines. And then the last 4 issues of the 16 issues will be all set in the future, all in a linear fashion. So, yeah, this is the next step where they found basically patient 0, and they need to get out of Hong Kong before all shit breaks loose. So, got to be easy, isn't it?
All right, cool. So this is issue 8 of 16.
Yes, halfway point.
Halfway point. All right, nice. Have you done any trades yet?
I've done one for the first 1 to 4 issues. So once this is complete, there will be a second trade for volume 2.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to tell you that, once you get to issue 4, that's your opportunity to make some money, right? Because you're not paying for any artwork already paid for, right? But since you have 60 more issues, there's more money to pump into the future ones. So
yeah, I'm hoping if people come back for the trade, so I'm going to be doing that. Like I said, I've got quite a few trades going on next year, so it's kind of organizing them in a kind of straightforward way, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm dabbling whether to do Blood and Fire, Ice and Bone together, or Blood and Fire separately from Ice and Bone, like 2 different setups. So, but yeah, Enenra has some really cool new add-ons. So you can get a hip flask etched, personalized, so you can get your image etched on the hip flask. And there's a multi-tool. What apocalypse can't survive without a multi-tool in your wallet.
Nice.
So one of those where you mentioned Jay's wife kind of keeps him grounded. Mine does the same, but she allowed me to get a etcher, a laser etcher. So it's so cool. There's the little videos actually show it etching the image, so it's pretty cool.
Nice, very nice. So do you see that? Is that something that was been worthwhile for you getting? Yeah.
So far, it's kind of trying to find things I can do with it, learning how to get all this, mainly the settings as well. Like I got the hip flags, all in there. So it's like getting the settings right, because I did have the metal wallet blanks, and I was testing out the settings, and then I ran out of blanks for the campaign, because I thought I'd change the settings on the final one to showcase what it would be like. So that's why there's 2 images side by side, which is really kind of frustrating. But so far, I'm hoping to kind of branch out to other creators if they have something they want etched. and I can do it for them. That's kind of the route I'm going to go. So I kind of do a side hustle apart from the comics. So yeah, it's we got potential. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot to come.
It never hurts. I worked as a print broker for about 8 years. Did very well for myself doing that for other creators. So it works out. All right, good job. So you got 5 days. You're almost there. You're 86%. You're definitely gonna make it.
Hopefully.
No,
hopefully it's not down to the wire like issue 6.
Well,
the last 30 seconds.
Right.
That's my record.
You made it. That's all that matters.
You made it.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Marcus, I would have some kind of weird thing that I would say now, but how's that word pronounced? Culvarian?
Culveron.
Right, there you go. No segue.
The hard one to segue.
No segue for you, buddy. No segue for you. But anyway, so walk us through this. What do we got?
Yeah, this is Calderon, the 7 Hands of Death, book 1. We just launched this back on Wednesday. So we're funded right now, so we're looking to get towards our first stretch reward, like 50 backer mark. So this is a project from Rawazu and Nicholas Biglietti, both gentlemen out of Uruguay. This book follows the story of Sephiroth and Annie. Their paths overlap when Sephiroth, one the 7 Hands of Death, takes up the quest to kill the other 6, including the king along with them, and take vengeance for what happened to them and the things that he was forced to do. That leads his story to collide with Annie's, who he ends up taking under his wing to follow along on this quest. So there's a very lone wolf and cub, 7 samurai meets Samurai Jack sort of bend to this book. Everything's coming out really fantastic for it. We've been working on this for the better part of last year, so we're about 70% through the book right now. Really getting down to the final pages and the colors on it. So this one I think is something I'm really excited about. The story's fantastic. Razu is an incredible creator. He's been so amazing to work with throughout the whole process, and he gets very excited easily, and I get excited too working with someone like that because I get more invested seeing how energetic someone is to it. So he's built a whole suite of things that we have. You see, we have the main cover. For the variant cover, we turn to sort of South American industry legend, Enrique Alcantena. He's done Conan, Judge Dredd, Batman, Superman, so many things over the years. He did our variant cover. I mentioned before I did the colors and the design for it, to pitch it in and get those done to the level we were looking for. We also have the Run More Tales, which is a dungeon synth album that also goes along with this. We have the artwork of Culveron, which is a full art book that we have with it. Razu's been working on this book for years, and in that year's time, he's done so much art, so much original artwork. Even when he sent everything over to me, it's just like, I look through it a lot myself and to get ideas and get inspired from it. And I was like, hey, I think this is something that people are going to love to have. We did a sort of conceptual thing in the back of one of our recent books, and people really loved it. So giving them a full hardcover book of just the artwork and developmental story for it, I think is going to be pretty cool. It's something worth having just on its own. Then for the Run More Tales, we have that for digital. We'll also have it at vinyl, and we'll also have it available as a cassette. So this is an 8-track score for the book itself, and hopefully we'll try to do one every book that comes out. So this is going to be the 4th of 4 in the whole series. Once we get those all together, we'll probably do some sort of collected graphic novel. But the original intention was to have 2 160-page ones, and we just broke that down to 4 books to make it a nicer package to get it out quicker to everyone else. Then we also have the Omni Rock 6-inch custom 3D printed figure. So people can pick that one up as a STL file to print themselves if they got a 3D printer, or order straight from us, which we'll produce them ourselves. This one's really cool too. It comes from a custom design. So Rousey did that design just for this figure. Every time that we release one of these, you'll get another character idol to go along with it. Hopefully it comes a cool collectible everybody can have along with getting the books.
Nice. Cool. Very nice. You said 4 volumes, what, 90 pages each?
Yep.
Cool.
So
And
there's
then,
no breeds on their own, but yeah, once we get it all together, then you'll get the all the grand sale together, and we got probably other things that we'll do in between things, like little side stories that we'll do and include with later collections. But right now, that's the plan going forward. And if we add anything, it's only going to be additions to the books. Like this one was originally going to be 80 pages, then we expanded it and did 90 pages.
All right, cool, very nice. What type of schedule you looking at? Twice a year? Every 9 months?
This one is probably going to be. We're probably going to do it annually. Since Razu is the singular one, he does everything by hand. So the drawings are actual, on paper, original pages, inks, colors that we do, colors and lettering we do digital, but the inks and the line work are all done by hand. So we're trying to make sure that this is going to maintain that level as long as we're getting them done quick enough. I'm cool with an annual release for these two.
All right, cool. I love the guy's art style. So it's an awesome looking book. Very nice.
Thanks, man.
Well, you've already met your goal. You got another 16 days, 41 backers. So you're good, man. I mean, you just got to keep getting that word out there. It's a really, really good looking book.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping to push too. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues with Kickstarter, because we run everything through BackerKit. That's how we activate everybody who's ever backed a campaign. Something Kickstarter did on the back end doesn't allow this one to link to my BackerKit. So we launched with notifying maybe 10-20% of the people that we're usually able to with the campaign. So I've been having to do that manually through newsletters and getting out on the socials and everything like that, which has made it a little bit tougher. I'm used to maybe first day like we funded or something like that. So this one's turned out to be like a little bit more difficult, not due to anybody's failures or anything like that. It's just technology, unfortunately. We're beholden to it.
You probably didn't fill out the part where you're from.
That's true. That is very true. Damn.
That's forever, Rosario. That's forever. Just so you know.
Listen, I gotta own it. I did it.
I think the part that burns him the most is that I pointed it out in like the first 30 seconds. I was like, I think it's that.
It's 10. It was so fucking obvious. I overlooked it. It was so fucking obvious. And I mean, a week and a half. Oh. Yeah, and it was great, just like the other bars that were locked that I couldn't get into.
All right. Well, for you, sir, fisticuffs. There we go. Have I played this video?
I'm not sure. I don't think on this show we can play it. Right. It's a short one.
Okay, good. Short. Very nice, very nice.
And I got one of the permanent QR codes too, not the temporary ones. So, but yeah, guys, fisticuffs. It is the story of a functional drunk whose comfortable life derails when a one-night stand has deadly consequences. It is the dark sense of humor of The Boys with the kind of explosive action you'd find in Invincible and the kind of deeply personal storytelling that you would get in a Martin Scorsese movie. It follows a protagonist who, is flawed at best. He believes himself to be, closer in character to like Slim Shady or Alex DeLarge and doesn't realize he behaves more like George Costanza. The story follows, spoiler alert, he discovers the super ability and it follows the journey of will these powers force him to mature and come to terms with himself and face himself, or will he collapse under the weight of them? As Mr. Rosario likes to point out, this issue sees him facing a giant blooming onion.
Yeah.
We have, it's superhero-y, so of course there's something once goes horribly awry, and it creates this disgusting monstrosity that he must face, and it will kind of define the rest of the journey for him. So this is by far the most superhero-y fun issue that we do. It's as such, we are going to have tons of fun. Like we have a little mini Blossom figure available. We have all book 4 covers available in foil at the moment. And we are live now for the rest of the week. So if you've been on the fence at all, please jump in now and consider supporting Fisticuffs, because I clearly need to get my dog some further training and behavior modification. So we need to send him back to PetSmart, and I need your support to do that. So please consider backing.
Very nice, very nice. I have to be honest with you. I think going for the dog thing is good, right? But I think you need to focus that money just back into the book.
Okay.
More pages, always more pages.
And to let everybody know too, thank you for pointing that out. One thing I can say about the book is the whole series is drawn. It's complete in that regard. We are just coloring and lettering. So we are on book 4 now, but there's no chance of us not finishing the series. So unless I die, and we're going to hope that doesn't happen. Knock on wood.
Simmer down.
Well, then I hope if I do that, you, Mr. Rosario, will come in and finish the journey for me. I'll send the pages your way. But if you could just figure out where you're from, I think it can continue to go on Kickstarter. But guys, please support the comic. And this is my passion project, right? This is my dream. This is my dream project. I will never have another story that I spend so much time with. The story is like an over 20-year journey since I started it. Faces some deeply personal experiences. As Mr. Rosario pointed out earlier, if you wanted to learn how I got the nerve damage in the drop foot, well, a lot of that's on display here in Fisticuffs. So you can see a lot of the personal stuff. Oh God, shut up, man! I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything. Enjoy your.
No, continue. Make him feel bad.
Enjoy your Puerto Rican Knicks day. I want you to be celebrating. Go Puerto Rico, go Knicks. Have a good day. I don't want you to feel bad at all. So, but guys, please consider backing the book and supporting Fisticuffs and indie comics.
All right, very nice, man. Listen, man, great job. You're 4,400. You got 78 backers. You got 4 days to go, so really nice. I mean, everybody go check it out. Great looking book, man.
Thank you.
Nice. Great series. Looking forward to the next one.
Before you put up the next campaign, Aaron, are you drinking a Lynchburg lemonade? And if so, can I have some?
No, it's gin with it's like gin cocktail.
Very nice, sir, because he's sipping slowly. You know what I mean? Like it's a nice summer. Oh, look at that! It's a my book. Yes, say hi. So this is the Storm Chasers Volume 2. It's collecting issues number 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the Unstoppable Comics superhero team. The story is about a retired heroine who has come back to the team to help her find her missing daughter. But the team is in such disarray, she has to put it back together if her daughter has any chance of seeing the light of day again. We just pre-launched it the other day, Friday night, minutes before we went live on Friday. And I just haven't been able to do anything else as of yet for the pre-launch page. But if you scroll down, you'll see the 2 trading cards that are available to our returning backers. So that is automatically going to be added to the reward of any backer who is returning. It doesn't matter what Unstoppable Comics book they have pledged to in the past. We don't have a frequent flyer reward program. We don't have that little card that says get your 7th coffee for free, right? When you punch all 6, right? But I do have a list of people who have backed me in the past. So that is automatically added to the reward at no extra charge. And if you're not, it's a $5 card. It's a nice prism, shiny, right? And it comes in this very hard acrylic top loader. Then the card after that is for the first 48 hours. That's for the early bird. And that is another holochrome prism card, whatever you guys want to call it. It's nice, shiny, fucking bright. Okay. And the first card is illustrated by series artist Russ Leach. The second one is from a frequent collaborator of Ensemble Comics, Mr. Granda. Yes, Birch, it has Orbiter in it. I know you're a fan of him, and you're going to be seeing more. I can't wait to get this out. This is a 100-page book. Shipping is baked into the pledge, so you don't have to worry about days later or after you fulfill. Hey, we forgot to charge you for the shipping. We forgot to charge you for the taxes. No, it's all in one shot. All right, so you don't got to worry about that. And this is going to be a shorty. This is going to be a 2-week campaign because we got something else coming out after that very quickly. Like I said, I'm trying to get stuff out of the way before New York Comic Con. 100 pages, and there are other stretch goals that will include cards and extra digital pages, not extra pages in print, because we got something going on with that, which will be explained while the campaign is going on.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. And you looking to launch when?
Friday night, baby.
Friday night? All right.
Friday night, bro. We go live.
Tom, you don't have anything going on, do you?
No, not till August.
Okay, cool.
All
right. Tom,
you said that. Not till August.
Not till August.
Bill Drum.
Get ready for August.
Hey, listen, as long as I get my Omni, it's fine.
Yeah. We got some.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Omnis, your anthologies. What else you got?
I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Are you gonna do a collective trade of all of your your gaff days? Is that coming up too, or no? They're just
eventually, yeah.
Eventually?
But okay, we got to get this last one out first, last issue, and then.
I thought the last one was the last one. I'm sorry.
This year's is the last one. The one we just finished is the last.
Well, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he gets the itch to do another one.
Mine's got rain damage. Yes. Is that in the risk and challenges section? I think that goes to Fred. Yes, it has Orbiter. Yes, it does, sir. It's got rain damaged. Yours got rain damage Calderon.
Tom, you're up. What's your question?
Okay, it's not so much a question. I mean, it is, but I'm gonna form it in a different sort of format. I want to know something that you know that you think is interesting. It can be comics, it can be movies, it can be history, whatever you want. I want to know something that you know that you think is interesting, and don't tell me that the emus won the Australian War, because we all know that little piece of history. Everybody goes, that's the go-to every time. Remember that time that the birds lost, or the Australians lost to birds? Yeah, we all know. Tell me something else that you know that's interesting. Again, in anything, doesn't matter what.
Can I go first?
It's not the format of this show, sir.
I know. Yeah, it's not the format,
but I got a great one.
I got a
great one because I don't know how long it's going to last. How this primer is going to last. Okay,
I'll give it to Jay. Come on, I know he's hyper. He needs to take his drugs to calm himself down.
Thank you. See, I like you, Aaron.
He needs a rhythm,
bro. All right. So, what I know is that Tom is chewing gum, just like Jean Reno did in his favorite movie, the Godzilla New York one that had Ferris Bueller in it, right? So he could look more American. Yeah. Come on, man. That's good shit. That's good shit. I don't know how long you're going to go for. I thought you were going to spit it out.
Back to format.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, back to format.
I bring the juice. I bring the fucking juice.
Aaron, you're up.
I have two useless facts. If ever it comes up in a pub quiz. The first one is the saying "raining cats and dogs." Do you know where it came from?
No.
Yes.
In the olden days, they had thatched roofs, and the cats and dogs used to hide in there to keep warm. And if it rained enough, they'd fall through the ceiling. Hence, raining cats and dogs. The next one, I'm not sure if it's an American, taking the piss. Like you're lying, you're taking the piss, you're pulling my leg. That came from the olden days when the Britons had all the canals. They used to take massive barrels of piss, and it wasn't very, not very nice. So what they'd say, I'm taking beer or whiskey. And they're like, no, you're taking piss. You're taking the piss, hence you're lying. It's actually barrels of piss. That's where it came from.
You're telling me this is better than my Jean Renault chewing gum?
Yes,
infinitely better.
Come on, come on.
That's my useful facts.
There you go. All right, Marcus.
Ooh, man, this is a tough one. So I feel like I should have a lot of these, but also really don't. Especially because I've floated around several different industries, things like that before. Man, this is a hard one.
I mean, I could do the one joke.
One thing that one thing that came up that apparently that I knew the subject happened between coworkers for some reason, but a lot of the shops and stores in Chinatown, Chicago, were both ran by the Tongs, even long before RICO charges locked up many of them, and a splinter-off group of the Dragons Chinese gang that originated in New York also had a group there. And if you went into the wrong shop in the underground shops of Chinatown, literal underground shops, they're underneath some of the buildings and stores there where you could get whatever you wanted, whether knockoff toys, fireworks, weapons, drugs, case may be. They were also there too. I was wondering if this would serve me as a story element for something someday, but up until when I was around there in the mid 90s, they were still around long after the police thought that they cleaned all of them out. They did not. And they are still there. So if you're ever in Chinatown, Chicago, don't piss off any shop owners. You might get a hatchet man coming after.
I stayed by the awning near that city that was 2 floors by what was that, the Red Line?
Yeah, the Red Line. Yep.
The Red Line, right? So when I did C2E2, so I stayed by the awning that's near that 3-block enclosure, right? And then we walked from there to the McCormick. So here we are, we're doing it. We went to the White Castles, right? Because we love White Castles. And then we went through, I guess we walked through the worst projects in all of Chicago. And it was like, it was nothing. We were used to it.
You didn't. They don't exist anymore. I know because I grew up in them right there. And they tore them down. So
the ones by the White Castle?
Yeah, those got transformed into like middle income condos.
Are you kidding me?
They used to be private, but that whole block from there on like 5 miles to Chicago was all high-rise project housing back in the 90s that all got demolished and changed into luxury condos and everything like that. So that neighborhood has completely transformed. That's why I know all that stuff, because I practically grew up in Chinatown and I went to school in Chinatown. And I've read about a few people and I've seen things happen. So yeah,
I was thinking
it's infinitely safer. That used to be like one of the hellholes of Chicago. Like people outside with like machine guns. Like cops were afraid to go there. If they did show up, people would like hunt the cops and stalk them around the entire place. Every building was like a fortress. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
If you ever watched Candyman before, the original one, you kind of know.
Yeah.
Well, Daphne probably had the most interesting story out of everybody. So.
Yeah, I was reading it.
Yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah. I did remember hearing about that, but I didn't know if it was true or not.
I think that also went for the filming of Maximum Overdrive. He was coked out of his gourd.
That was a great fucking movie, man. Great fucking movie. I love that shit.
All right, Fred.
Yeah, I got 2. I'll do one is weird and one is nerdy. I'll do the weird one first. There was a book about this thing, like interesting, like historical facts, and the title story that the book was named after had to do, and it's arguable if this has been proven to history or not, but allegedly, one of the reasons why Napoleon was always so victorious in battle is because he was a great strategist, and he and his men used to ride up and see the arrangements of his opponents and like calculate their battle plans that way. Allegedly, he did not do that at the Battle of Waterloo because he had really bad hemorrhoids, and the idea of riding his horse to the front line was aggravating him. So because of his hemorrhoids, he did not scout the troops, and that is allegedly why he lost the Battle of Waterloo. yeah, if you look, there's a book called Napoleon's Hemorrhoids and Other Weird Attributes to History or something like that. So Google it on Amazon. It's real. And the other one, kind of nerdy, but one of my favorite shows right now, if you guys haven't checked it out, the Apple TV version of Cape Fear right now is really good with Javier Bardem and Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson. Good cast, great show so far. Interestingly enough, in the late 80s, Steven Spielberg had the rights to Cape Fear, and Martin Scorsese was going to direct Schindler's List. Neither one of them could wrap their heads around the source material. They wound up swapping. And Scorsese wound up doing the Cape Fear with De Niro, and Spielberg wound up doing Schindler's List and winning the Oscar for it. So, yeah, fun fact. And since he's got Disclosure Day coming up, I thought it was, or out now, actually, I thought it was kind of apropos for the time. So there you go, Spielberg and hemorrhoids. You know, take a pick, whichever one you like better.
Scorsese is now into AI.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm a little surprised by that, but I didn't
join
think
McFarlane in there.
He loves cinema, but he also loves AI.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't love cinema. Fuck you, Scorsese. Fuck you.
I love Scorsese, but
Disclosure Day.
I mean, Scorsese ever did a movie with John Travolta. Are you going to watch it?
Calderon, really?
Disclosure Day is a terrible fucking movie.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I watched it yesterday. It was terrible. Horrible.
Should watch Masters of the Universe, man.
I did last week. Actually, what I should have
done
was Furious. That's what I should have gone to see.
Yeah.
So, all right. I don't even. All right. Yeah, this is a tough one. The closest thing I can come to is two little things I learned at work a long time ago. So I worked at Kinko's, right? And when I would go to King, I was a machine operator, as we all were, right? But I was one of the main ones. And I was working, the machine had broken down. I was working with one of the techs. The tech was an older guy at the time. And he was like, I was wearing a ring on my finger. And he was like, yo, you cannot wear that ring while you're working on this machine. And you're digging in the machine. I said, why? He says, because there's solenoids in this machine. There's about 4 or 5 of them. And if that ring touches one of them, it's going to burn off your finger. He says, I've seen it happen. And I was like, oh. So, there's that. Another interesting one about xerography and the toner that goes in the machines, a good portion of it is gunpowder. So it's very flammable, right? So they tell you, like, this shit will explode.
How is that not in zombie movies, man? Like, come on.
They're like, that shit will explode if you leave it, like,
throwing cartridges into the crowd of zombies.
Yeah,
and shooting
if you ever walk into any place that does xerography, you're gonna notice it's like 68 degrees, right? If everything's going correctly. Like, I remember walking into the joint when I first got hired. I was like, man, this place is nice and cool all the time. My boss is like, it's not for you, it's for the machines. So it's not for you. It's for the machine. Yeah.
This is my pledge to you for that. I'm putting that in Princesses versus Zombies. Next issue, I'm figuring out how to use ink cartridges as explosives.
It's not ink cartridges, toner cartridges.
Toner cartridges. Toner. Yeah.
Make a note.
I'll tell you, if I ever get to DC, I'm using that ring thing in a Green Lantern story. Like Hal Jordan's going to lose his finger trying to fix the printer.
Well, it has to be metal, though. I don't know if his ring is metal. It always looks like it's made out of some kind of gem. Yeah.
Really?
All right, those are the only 2 quirky facts I got. So, Tom, go for it.
So this is a historical thing, but it also is comics because we turned it into a comic book story. So I did a opportunity, Rosario. I did a book called Antoinette, which is about, of course, the Marie Antoinette got her head cut off. Story goes that as the queen and everybody was basically realized, okay, this is done. They started packing stuff up onto a ship called the Sally, and it included their cats as far as escaping and taking off on the ship. They, of course, did not make it to the ship, but the Sally did sail. It did land in America with Marie Antoinette's cats. Those cats bred with local cats, and it is said that line of cat became what is now known as the Maine Coon, big honking furball cats. in the first ever cat show, the Maine Coon won champion as the first ever cat show. So Marie Antoinette's cats came over to the United States and essentially became royalty through the cat show circuit. So there we go. And we did had Nia Rufino do a short story in the back of Marie Antoinette about the cats.
All right, I got one more. Everybody did two. I got one, right?
Your one was enough for two.
Oh, there you go. Do it.
You got another one? That wasn't never enough.
Highly questionable. Highly questionable.
All right. Okay. So one of my closest friends, we got married. We're at the wedding, and one of the guys that was a guest was a doppelganger of the lieutenant bad guy from Die Hard.
All of this sounds fake. Let's move on.
It is 100% real, bro. It's 100% real. We spent the whole, the guy I'm talking about, right? The guy that was in the money pit.
Gruber?
The one that he wrapped by the chain. He wrapped around the neck with a chain at the end.
Oh,
Nobody
Die
watched
Hard
that
2,
movie.
right?
Nobody watched that movie.
Can't remember.
Die Hard?
Nobody watched that movie.
Yes.
Nobody watched that movie.
Not the guy.
Do you see the blank faces in this room right now? Nobody watched that movie.
Oh, come on, man.
I remember it vaguely.
Which Die Hard? The first one? The second?
I love
First
this.
Die Hard,
I
the
think
blonde, the blonde
I
guy.
love this. I love that nobody knows what you're talking about. I love it. It's my favorite clip of all time. Nobody knows what Die Hard is. It's great.
Holy shit, you guys.
My favorite 30 seconds of all time.
Dude, what the fuck is your geek cards? Give me them.
I liked that. I just didn't understand who you were talking about.
Die
The
Hard.
blonde
Die Hard.
guy. There was fucking only two blonde guys. They both fucking died, and they were brothers. One of them was the one that got fucking killed in the elevator, and he says, "Ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun." And when his brother found out, he fucking went bananas.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, the tall freaking
Holy
basically
fucking
walking
hey.
muscles.
What
Who
guy?
remembers that guy, though, to
Well,
even know if he has a doppelganger?
Yeah, I want to know why does
So I was at a wedding with a guy that looked just like him, and we spent the whole fucking night going up
So
to the guy.
that and Godzilla is the things you know.
What is the things I know? Because it's me. It's real. It happened.
All right,
It's
all
my
right.
fucking spin.
Okay.
It's my spin on this shit.
So
Okay.
you met someone who looked so like somebody else that no one remembers.
your story for this is that you had to be their story? I don't think that translates.
Yeah.
And it's not just a had you be there story. I put it into my.
We don't know what he looks like. We don't know that he looks like him.
He's the fucking main bad guy. He's the one that doesn't fall off the fucking building. He's the fucking one that comes at the end. He's the fucking redemption one that that Reginald Vell Johnson fucking shoots because he didn't shoot a fucking kid. It's a whole fucking arc of storytelling. That's what we do here. We tell fucking stories, guys.
I am convinced now that nobody actually knows what Die Hard is. They just like to say it's a Christmas movie. That's pop culture right now. Is no one actually knows what the movie is, but they like to say it every year. Oh, did you know it's a Christmas movie?
I'm giving you guys fucking gold tonight, and everybody's like, well, what the fuck? Give me some of that gin, Aaron. I need some of that gin. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying, Burks? You know what I'm saying, bro? Burks.
I think I'm going to need some before this.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
You're on with me on Friday, Burke. We're hanging, kid.
Listen,
Holy
tin might look similar to gold, but it's not gold, sir.
Tim? Who's Tim?
Tin. Tin. Tin.
Tim.
Also, how do you know that he looked like that guy and not the doppelganger?
That's true.
No, the guy that was at the fucking wedding looked like that fucking guy from the fucking movie.
Don't
The
get him started
doppelganger and
again.
that guy look the same, so they're like, they're
How
like
do you know he
That's
wasn't
like
a-
the fucking guy. So we spent the whole fucking night asking for fucking autographs. And even after the fucking wedding, the married couple was like, I didn't know I had the guy from Die Hard at my fucking wedding. Because
See?
we were
One more
fucking
person
the
didn't
fucking
know.
night.
No one knows what Die Hard is.
Even if people
No
there
one knows
didn't
what
know,
Die Hard is.
apparently.
I
So
love
I
this.
put the fucking thing in the first page of my Storm Chasers book.
Die Hard has been removed from the public consciousness. I'm so
I don't
happy.
know how. I don't
I'm
know
so
how.
happy.
Bruce Willis is still alive. You guys.
Okay.
You know what he's going through, right? Poor Bruce Willis. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I don't think Bruce Willis.
You bring up Fred's foot and you bring up fucking Bruce Willis. Like, what's wrong with you?
Hate on Bruce Willis thing? I fucking
what do you mean? Nobody's hating on Bruce Willis. He has like some kind of degenerative disease.
He does. I watched Moonlighting. I watched fucking
what does that have to do with anything?
Fucking that date movie that he fucking had with the guy from Night Court and fucking Alec Baldwin's wife. What was it called?
We have flustered the fuck out of Rosario.
I don't fucking remember. But I was a fucking Bruce
Willis. Moonlighting now?
I even drank fucking bottles of James because this motherfucker sang on a commercial with the harmonica, bro. Come on. No, Seagram's, golden white cooler. And he busts out the harmonica. You don't remember that shit?
Jesus Christ. Before I came to
fucking day. Fucking Nick Swan, Puerto Rico.
You know that guy from that wedding?
That makes it a lot better right there.
You know the guy from that wedding.
Why didn't you do that from the beginning?
That was a lot.
I know. Sometimes I forget these buttons are here. They're a lot of fun to activate.
You're number one, JD. You're number one.
No. He's showing us his IQ again.
Somewhere out there, that guy is still telling the story about like this guy fucking hammered on wine coolers. Just kept telling me I looked like the guy in Die Hard, and I didn't know what it was.
Right, he did. Damn right, he did.
He's telling me
what is Die Hard. I don't know what Die Hard is.
You know, he was like.
So, are you sure you just didn't look like the guy from Laser Blast?
Fuck you with the fucking Laser Blast bullshit. Fuck out of here. Fucking done with the fucking Laser Blast.
All right. So,
yeah.
All right. So, moving on.
Motherfuckers. Fuck all my night. I'm in a good fucking mood here. Shit.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. All right. Fuck it. Let's go with this one.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
All right. As a writer, how important is it to you? Oh no, I'm fucking up my own question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean it was Bruce Willis wine coolers, I guess.
That's right.
So, yeah. All right. As a writer, how important do you consider reading both in and out of the genre you work in and across mediums?
What?
Do you know what a medium is?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Fred,
that's the person who can tell your future, right?
That's right. I can do this one first. I'll go first.
Yeah. Fred, I know you know what a medium is. I wasn't asking you.
Okay,
I was asking Jay. Because he showed us his IQ earlier. So, I have to question these things.
So if Die Hard was a comic book and then Die Hard was a movie, that's two different mediums.
Thank you, Fred, for helping me out.
All right. So one more time. How important is it to you as far as what you read on your off time, and does it affect your work? I'll just simplify a little bit. All right. You got it now, Jay?
No, I wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. So, Fred, we're up to you anyway. So please.
Very important for two reasons. First of all, I went in the opposite direction for like most of my adult life, right? I started writing Fisticuffs in my 20s. For those of you that know, it is as I said, like kind of a darkly humorous, vulgar, violent book. And for like 25 years, I couldn't enjoy shit. Like I would avoid anything in the same genres. It would drive me nuts. Like I went out of my way to not watch the Boys TV series because I was afraid there'd be a scene like, the scene and that many of you have read. So
Bloomin' Onion would show up.
Oh no! There's a scene in book one that I was really worried. But you know what? The Bloomin' Onion, is unsettling too. You never know when somebody would beat you to that idea. But for a long time, like I spent a lot of time avoiding genres and things that drove me nuts. Now I kind of feel like it's important, right? Like if you're going to read or you're going to write a certain type of story, you should like digest the genre so it's already been done and you can avoid it and put your own spin on it. I find like sometimes when I'm sitting around and I'm like, oh my God, there's probably something like out there that exists. It's because I don't know the genre well enough and I haven't done the research. So I think it's important to kind of like know what exists so that you can deviate from it and do your own thing. And I also think it's really important to like, cross medium, because like one of the things, I hate to keep going on Fisticuffs, but it's like my biggest frame of reference so far. It's a very cinematic book. It was initially written as just a script. So it could have been a comic book or a screenplay and whatever. So the first task when I was breaking it down was going through and breaking down the action and making it, into a comic script. And because of that, my scripts are very like kind of annoying, I'd imagine, to process in some ways, like wide shot this, medium shot that. It's not meant to be like super precise. It's just meant to give the artist kind of like an idea basically of camera direction when you pull out, when you go back in. So 100% Daphne. I think for me, I like to bring in like different genres and different things. I remember early on I used to watch a lot of like Frank Miller interviews and stuff, and he would talk about how initially when he got into comics, he would try to make them more cinematic. Then after being in them for a while, he started to make them less so. And I kind of see what he means a little bit in the way that my journey's kind of changed. So to answer your point, like, yes, I do like to mix genres, and I do like to know what's, as Daphne said, what exists in genres so I can be different. But it is sometimes uncomfortable, especially when you have something that you're kind of married to and you're carrying it around and it's in production. You get worried about, seeing something like it out there in the zeitgeist already, Unfortunately, I've had at least 2 or 3 times that Larry David beat me to something on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it really hurts. But yeah, what can you do?
All right, fair enough. Marcus, what are your thoughts?
This is infinitely important to me because I am often servicing as story editor for a lot of the books that we do. And in that, I need to be well-versed in a lot of different genres. And I need to be well-versed in a lot of different mediums. Thankfully, I'm not exceptionally read, but I was an avid reader when I was younger, and I consume a lot of different medias, from music to movies to books to novels to journalism. I'm a fan of knowledge. I used to be I was a weird kid. I would go to the library. I would be there for 5 hours reading, learning random stuff. If it was interesting to me, I would do it. Like, not even checking books out. I would get through books sometimes, like while I was there. And now I call on all that because I'll give you an example. We're doing a fantasy horror series that's it's like fantasy, traditional fantasy, high fantasy, so with elves and magic and all that combined with Victoria era horror. So like Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Also with like a lot of just normal Victorian things like Edgar Allan Poe, things like that. If I wasn't such a fan of those things and read a ton of Victorian fiction, is like my favorite era of fiction to read, I wouldn't be able to advise the creator on some of the decisions they were making when they're coming to me, asking like, I'm not sure about this character. I'm not sure about what the protagonist is doing in this scene. And me having that understanding of the genre, both inside and out of comics, being like, hey, if you're making a Victoria era inspired like horror book and your protagonist isn't like a piece of shit character and does like horrible things, if they're not embodying that Victor Frankenstein and they're not embodying all those Poe characters that were always like drunks and philanderers and things like that, you're doing a disservice to the genre and to what you're trying to aspire here. And in terms of like how certain character designs, how they should come across, what should be communicated in the story, also has to fall upon that too. And this is also something that I've sort of learned about myself while talking to other publishers and other editors and doing events and things like that. I'm weird in that way where a lot of editors are genre editors. They won't do a kid's book and then also do like, adult horror book and everything. And I jump across all and I do it easily. I never have to retrain my brain or like get up to speed on a certain genre or a certain story to like understand it and be able to advise as an editor on it. I do it because of all the media that I consume during all my life and the understanding the media on top of that too. Not just blindly reading things and watching things and consuming it, like really dissecting those things and understanding what makes them work, what makes certain themes and tropes and things like that and them work and what doesn't work in those genres too. So yeah, for me, it's like, it's something that it's it's almost homework. I got to make sure that I'm always staying up to speed on, you know, where the zeitgeist is to how things are changing. And even my own writing as a writer myself, a lot of my writing is from the point of view of sort of metamedia and transmedia. I'm always looking at it through the lens of like the thing not really exhibiting the genre that it is. It's exhibiting or looking at that genre through our lens of how we interpretate those things. So say if I'm making a superhero book, it's not just a superhero book, a superhero story is about superheroes. It's about what superheroes mean to us in like the current culture or from the perspective that we're doing it. It's always like really turning that camera both ways and letting what is understood on my part and what I come to know about that genre, those characters, everything like that, and using that to not always subvert, but like inform what I'm doing within the story. So there's always this certain metatextual layer on top of everything.
Oh my God, you are gonna hate my fucking answer, man. You are gonna hate my answer so much.
All right.
Now for Tom.
Aaron, no, you're up, Aaron. Go. We're gonna keep to the format.
Stick to format.
Okay. I'll be very brief. Yes. Now Tom. I mean,
do a real answer.
Yeah. I mean, I started writing TV scripts and like film scripts, so that's how Enenra started as a TV series. I mean, all my comics are Kickstarters, so I've actually had a very wide range of different genres that I think helped me do my stories, make improvements. So yeah, I'm very much across different mediums as well. So I write pro novels. I've basically finished like 4, which I'm editing. I'm hoping to either kickstart to get printed, but that's beside the point. It does help. Yeah. I mean, you have to know what's out there, what people are interested in as well. You know, you could have The Walking Dead if you're in apocalyptic, and now people are kind of getting almost sick and tired of zombies. And like, if you kind of go into that genre, you have to think of something very, very different or very unique that are going to grab people's attention because there's so many out there. That's why I loved Kingdom on Netflix. It's like zombies, but in like, you know, Japanese setting. And they only come out in the nighttime, which I thought that's unique. As you like walk past a cave, you see all the zombies like inside the cave, like watching you and like or asleep or something. I mean, that was a great idea. So
isn't that just I Am Legend, where they all wait in the dark until nighttime and then they come out?
I Am Legend sucked,
but I'm saying conceptually, the conceptual aspect of it.
But then you've got like the New York to ancient Japan. So
sure.
It was Korea.
So you have to. No, it's Japan, isn't it? I thought it was Japan.
No, it's Korea, brother.
Well, anyway, I liked it.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It was good. I liked it. It was good. Yeah.
Which
film? Say what?
Say which film?
There's Kingdom. It's on Netflix. It's a TV series.
Oh, okay.
I think they're doing season 3. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, doing my samurai stuff, I loved Shogun. That literally came out as I was like releasing Ice and Bone, the first issue. So it was like the timing. I couldn't have timed it better. So there's a lot out there that I think don't like concentrate on one medium, branch out and like watch anime, watch TV series, watch films, and gather and make your storyline a lot better. That's my 5 cents.
Tom.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what's in the zeitgeist already. I don't. Here's why. There is so much, especially right now. There is so much TV and movies and books and comics and just fucking content everywhere that there is nothing that we can do as creators that will not tap a vein of something that already exists. Like I just said right there, the Kingdom in the thing where it's like zombies at night and zombies at night. There's always going to be some sort of little tangent that taps a vein. So for me, I read less and less, to be honest with you. When I do read, I don't read for the purpose of like examination so much. That doesn't mean that when I'm not in there, I'm not learning something. Somebody's doing a page layout a certain way, or whatever. There's something there, but I'm not buying it for the purpose of like, I'm going to learn from this guy and see how he does it. Like, I don't want that. I would rather have broad strokes sort of across just things, and me go, oh, that's kind of a cool thing. That's kind of a cool thing. What if I put two cool things together? What could I come up with in that context? But then, like Daphne was talking about, it's important to read stuff so you can dodge the cliches. I don't really care about cliches either. We live in a world that is cliche. Every minute of our life is cliche. I think there's ways to do cliche right, and I think there's ways to do cliche where people are going to roll their eyes like, oh my God, not that again. But again, it's all about who the reader happens to be too. You can be read up on everything that you want to be read up on, and you could be selling it to somebody who is completely not. They see what you have and they're just like, well, that looks cool. Let me see what it is. So all the research that you're doing, all the hardcore deep diving into this and that and the other thing, it may make it a quote unquote better book, but to the reader or the audience in whatever capacity, if they don't know all those details, it's just details to them. It's not like they can say, "Ooh, he got that detail right. That's crazy." Now, there's not to say that there aren't people that do go deep dive and they would examine that kind of stuff. But it's sort of like this He-Man movie that just came out. It is so deep in itself, in its storytelling and the way that it presents itself, because it's such a deep homage to the original cartoon. But if you didn't watch that original cartoon, there's shit that is going wildly over your head that you have no clue what it means. So while you did the research, that's great. But who is your audience? And if that audience doesn't require a deep dive, we don't need to do a deep dive. Just create whatever it is that you want to create, that you are ultimately happy to create. Because if you can't go to a con or some appearance or whatever, or on a podcast like this, and be excited about what it is you're writing, regardless of what it is, that's really all that matters. You got to pitch yourself and your book and your product. And to say that I've got a Excel spreadsheet of, every zombie attack in the history of whatever, and so I have all original zombie attacks, like that's not really going to sell your book, I don't think, right? It's sort of like Aaron just said, it's context. It's what is it? How do you take something and kind of blend it into something else and make something that has an attraction, has a little bit of a bite to it. What do I read for pleasure? I don't read, well, let me tell you, I don't read books, period, unless it's like something that I'm like, I'll read stuff that if I want to get, how do I say that? Like, okay, so when I did Oz, this is the next part of my argument. All of this is context, right? If you're going to do something within a known IP like Oz, you want to be able to at least have a foundational understanding of how it works. But that doesn't mean that you can't take the foundation and then twist it into something else. Oz has been done a million ways that way. Cthulhu's been done a million ways that way. Alice in Wonderland a million ways. But I think it does help to have a foundational understanding of at least the original book, the original story, whatever it is you're going to do. So there's context, and there's sort of like just who you're making an audience for. And then you have to be the audience for yourself too. You got to be a guy that says, I'm just writing what I want to write, what I like to write, what I feel is right. And let's throw it out there. And that's kind of where I come from. So I don't read a whole lot for the purpose. I get more value out of watching like a movie or something, as far as how to really learn how to do something in storytelling. Moving the camera is huge, because that's something that can translate into comics very, very easily. And it can really change the way that you structure an entire comic book storytelling environment. So that's what I do. I do more as far as like, let me learn something. I'm going to learn from these guys. I don't.
That's
I
why
don't
I actually
do a lot
like
of comics.
Agree to it with you too, even though we're kind of like on different ends of it.
Yeah.
There's I think there's how I approach it. I think how I talk about things. People think I go like deeper into it than I do. I don't keep little field notes of stuff that should be done and shouldn't be done, or like anything. It all just it exists in my mind, in my just innate understanding of what's going on. I was recently working with a creator, not for anything that I'm working on, but I'm working with them as their editor for their own, personal work that they're doing. And they were telling me, oh, well, I really have been trying to find someone to do research on this thing. And, it's been hard getting someone to like talk to me about it. I'm like, what are you researching? What are you trying to research that can't be provided by these magical things that we have in our hands and that sits on the desktops of us? And they were telling me like, oh, well, about this stuff as it pertains to the story. And I'm like, you only need to dive as deep into that as it to be, one, authentic to the reader and anyone who has experienced and gone through that, and to work within the context of your story. If you're doing anything long, that's why nobody's talking to you about it, because it's, it's probably a weird thing for them to do and to talk to you about, and it's way overkill for what you need to do. They were telling me that they float spaces online where if you're talking about anything of, a particular, culture or ethnic specificity, that you should, try to do proper research and reach out to people and talk about stuff. I'm like, that's cool. That's awesome. That's well-intentioned. But always, for one, follow rule one of writing. Write what you know. If it's not within something that you already have an understanding of, to the point you have to go that far outside of your understanding to talk to a person one-on-one, that you need to be doing it, it's probably not something you should be writing about because you don't have, you're not, a part of that. Or if you do need it to be that way, try to find those spaces online where people are already talking, they're already engaged, they're already into that. If you're slowing your work down, trying to beat your feet and like basically do journalism on part of like informing your story, that's a bridge too far. So that means you either need to rewrite that aspect of it, or you need to make what is taking place in context of the story about that, but not necessarily reductive, but a little bit more insular than trying to put all these broad strokes and all this research that you've done that might inform 2 pages of the book.
Yeah, I think context is really the key. Context is the whole key. Yeah. It's what does your story need? And if it needs a deep dive in something, you can go figure that out. But otherwise, I think generally most of the time you can broad stroke your way through a lot of stuff and just put yourself into it. And you're still going to come up with a story and characters that are going to work regardless of whether it's like, I have all these details about, George Romero for my zombie story. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And like what I was referring to before, that's a little bit different for us because we're both doing that as fantasy / Victorian fiction, but it's also a very deeply emotional journey that the character's doing, with some things that's like, quite frankly, like some readers are going to be uncomfortable with. There's things dealing with sexual assault, things dealing with abusive parenting, like stuff like that. But we can't shy away from it. We have to be true to what that is, what that experience is. We have to be true to it within the genre that we're also operating in, not necessarily to fit into the genre, but navigating within, again, the context of the genre, relating those things to what's actually going on in a way that just feels authentic to the reader and is going to connect with them and they're going to understand it. And that's as far as we're getting into it. And I think that's as far as anybody really needs to super deep dive. If you're getting super meta, and you're making a super meta story, yeah, you might have to have more of a, deep understanding and deep implication of the genre that you're putting everything to. But I think for a lot of us on the level of stories that we're making, like, yeah, you shouldn't kill yourself trying to incorporate things that you don't have a, just innate understanding of.
All right.
It looks like Jay's having a come down.
Yeah, I think Jay.
Coke's wearing off.
You guys killed my vibe today. You guys killed my vibe.
Yeah. Just remember the next one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next
There
one.
you go. So Jay, what are your thoughts?
I write comic books. I'm not trying to cure cancer. Right? There's nothing highbrow about what I do. I got my superhero names by looking at the horse race sheets, right? And mix it and matching who was running that day. And if you think that's a fucking joke, it is not. It's the absolute fucking truth. My grandfather used to take me to OTB with him, right? When he was babysitting, and I learned what punny was before I understood what punny was, right? Because a lot of those fucking horse names are punnier than a motherfucker, man. So I mixed and matched that stuff, right? I don't take the highbrow on any of this stuff.
So is Orbiter a winner? Was he a winner for you one day? And you were like, Orbiter.
No, he came more from the punniness of it all. Star Striker
He's glue right now.
Star Striker came from the horse race, though. It did. It did. I saw it. I was like, oh shit, that fucking that hits. And one name just stuck with me, and it was Quick Witted. Quick Witted. Is it Quick Witted? Is it Quick with it? Right? I love it. I just never been able to figure out how to apply it. I'm informed by fucking society around me, right? Yeah. Does a movie set me up? Did I read Stephen King's Cell? Yeah, that was the last book I fucking read. You know what I read the most? I read IMDb trivia because that shit is fucking great. It's the story behind the story of the making of the fucking movie of whatever you're watching.
So you read IMDb trivia, but those two weird facts were what you dropped on it?
I was, I'm gonna
good call out, Tom. Good call out.
Racehorses have stupid names because they need unique names to be registered. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, but that was my secret. So yeah, okay. I'm answering Tom's old question. I got fucking my superhero names from racehorse names. Plain off of it. Using it.
That's great.
Yes. Is it all? Is it contextual? Yes, but none of that matters if you can't execute on the fucking book, man.
That's the truth right there. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what highbrow concept, what fucking great log line you have to sell the fucking book. Okay, you got asses in the fucking seats. Great. Are they coming back for the next one? That's what fucking matters.
True. I asked a question because I sometimes feel that not enough research is done in actual comics, right? In actual literary, the way we look at this stuff, right? To go the exact opposite of where Jay goes. I mean, I think it's important to research and to look into deeply what other people have done in comics, the way they do comics, the way they execute comics in storytelling, in the way a story is told, right? Because I think when I look at a lot of my fellow creators in this space, a lot of it is the same, okay? And I don't mean just everybody's in the same genre and that sort of thing. When I say the same, I mean it is the same story structure over and over again.
Of course,
right? It is the same
indie or professional.
Listen, I'm talking, so let me finish, please.
Don't go there. Don't be a gatekeeper. Don't be a douche. That was on.
I'm going to be a gatekeeper.
That was not cool. That wasn't cool.
Listen, man. I let you talk.
Cool,
listen, I let you talk.
Everybody's
interrupting. I let you talk, bro. I let you talk. I let you have your piece. I let you say whatever you want.
Yeah, what you did it wasn't cool.
Can I just finish?
Finish.
Thank you. Right? Thank you. So, I think it's important that we all look over what's been done in the past and read as widely as possible. Right? That's why I mentioned stuff like Service. That's why I mentioned stuff like Matt Wagner. Right? Matt Wagner has done some very important work. He's done some very interesting work. Right? And the way it's not just what he's written, but also the way he's formatted it. Right? So that's what I'm talking about. Right? So there you go.
So are you one of those who actually wants the artist to follow your layout, like panel to panel?
No.
Because the way I do it is I give the artist a lot of free reign of I'll write the script and give them kind of, as long as it hits the points, then I give them kind of a lot of leeway.
Mm-hmm.
No. So do I. I mean, I write out a full script, but I don't. I let them pace it the way they want to pace it. So I don't do 6 panels per page or 9 panels per page. I allow them to dictate however that wants to go. You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And as
That's
far
how
as
you do things too, but I think
Jay,
sometimes you do have to step in.
And Jay, as far as that comment about me gatekeeping, I'm the least gatekeeping person here. You know, I give everybody opportunities. All right, so keep that shit to yourself. You got anything else? You got anything else? Because I know you're pissed. Say it, punk ass motherfucker.
Dude, that's not cool, dude.
Yeah, I know it's not cool. I don't give a fuck.
That's not cool.
So I mean, say what you got to say, get it off your chest, and stop being a little bitch and just say it.
Not cool, dude.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. It's not cool.
It's not cool, right? And the thing is like I said, I let you say your piece, and you just felt the need to just interrupt, right?
No,
you could have waited till I was done. And asked me the question.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. All right, everybody. Have a good night. I'm gonna go watch UFC. Aaron, where can we find you and your work, sir?
You can find me on Instagram at Wroblewski Aaron. All my contact details are pretty much on the Kickstarter creator page. So if you want to reach out, hit those links. I'm back in Enra. Thank you.
Nice. Marcus, where can we find you and your work, sir?
OzzyComics.com, then Calderon, 7 Hands of Death on Kickstarter right now.
All right. Fred?
At Schwartz LLC on all the main socials. You guys know those. You can find me on www.schwartzart-llc.com. And of course, please back Fisticuffs. We have, I believe, just 4 days to go. We end at 10 p.m. on Thursday. So please support us. Thank you.
Tom, where can we find you and your work, sir?
BigDogInc.com. Get your books. I will be at San Diego Comic-Con for the first time in 10 years. I'll be at the Antarctic Press booth about 6 weeks from now. I'll be out there, and then we'll be back for the Legend of Oz 15-year anniversary in August.
Cool. Jay, where can we find you and your work, sir?
Unstoppablecomics.com. Garden State Comic Fest on June 27th in Jersey.
All right, cool. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, all those different places next week here. And thank you so much, everybody. And please check out the show notes. In the show notes are everybody's links. Please click on those links. All of these creators are doing great work. Go check them out. Go buy those books. And just don't forget, read more indie comics, everyone. Thank you and have a good night.